Hi everyone, my name is Sheikh Faidar Riaz. The topic is effect of temperature in ferromagnetism. As name indicates, we have to study in which manner properties of ferromagnetic material. Only ferromagnetic material changes due to change in temperature. Whenever there is a change in temperature, whenever there is a change in the property of a material. There will be a change in a property of material in ferromagnetism when the temperature increases or decreases. It will either make it stronger or weaker. First of all, we should know what is ferromagnetism. Ferromagnetism is the basic mechanism by which certain materials, not all the materials, certain materials such as iron is a ferromagnetic material, form permanent magnets. They form permanent magnets or are attracted to magnets. There are three types of magnetism: paramagnetism, diamagnetism, and ferromagnetism. So, in ferromagnetism, they attract to magnet, very strongly attract to magnet. Several different types of magnetism are distinguished in physics. The common ones are iron, cobalt, nickel, and most of their alloys, and some compounds of rare earth metals. What are their properties? Ferromagnetic materials have a large positive susceptibility to an external magnetic field. This makes it different from two others that it has a large positive susceptibility. They exhibit a strong attraction to magnetic fields and are able to retain their magnetic property. Some of the time they get lost their ferromagnetism or their magnetic field, but they can regain it after the external field has been removed. Examples of ferromagnetic materials: iron, nickel, cobalt. Okay. Now in this slide, first what causes ferromagnetism? The magnetic domains. You know there is a domain formed. The magnetic domains that cause ferromagnetism are regions in which the spins of large numbers of unpaired electrons, not paired, unpaired electrons of neighboring atoms align with each other, creating a unidirectional, one-directional magnetic field. This alignment of spins arises from an atomic level quantum mechanical interaction. Okay. When the temperature goes very high, the energy acquired by the atom is sufficient to break the domain. Domain has formed. Now, what requires to break the domain? High temperature. As temperature increases, what happens? Electrons from ground state gets excited to excited state. When the temperature goes very high, the energy acquired by the atom and is sufficient to break the domain at this point. At this point, when the domain breaks, ferromagnetic materials converts into paramagnetic material. There is a temperature known as Curie temperature, which is a point at which magnetic moments changes their direction. And the direction of ferromagnetic materials changes. That temperature is known as the temperature, or that point is known as Curie temperature. As temperature increases, magnet gets weaker, and the spontaneous magnetism occurs only below this temperature, that is Curie temperature. What happens? Below Curie temperature, only below Curie temperature, the spontaneous magnetism occurs. Okay? As I told you, ferromagnetic substances are those type of substances in which the strong magnetism is applied in the direction of magnetic field. When the ferromagnetic substance heated above Curie temperature, its ferromagnetic property is converted into paramagnetic property. I told you all these things. If the temperature decreases below Curie temperature, then atoms align, which causes spontaneous magnetism. Here two things to be noted down. Above Curie temperature, material is paramagnetic, and below Curie temperature, material is ferromagnetic. Okay, two things, paramagnetic and ferromagnetic. Why? Because they loses their ordered magnetic moment when material gets heated. Okay. Now abstracts. Due to the temperature effect, we found that there is a compound Fe1.4Ga0.6O3 ferromagnetism to be more soft. Due to temperature effect, we have a compound Fe 1.4G0.6O3. These compounds get soft and enhanced in comparison to alpha Fe2O3 when get heated. Okay, there is a graph. This Fe 1.4G0.6O3 has been prepared by mechanical alloying of alpha Fe2O3 and beta Ga2O3. This graph shows the nature of compounds Fe2O3 and Ga2O3 according to changing temperature. As temperature changes, what happens to their paramagnetic or ferromagnetic property? This graph shows about 4 different materials. Now here, ferromagnetism, materials which are electrically uncharged. For this, the ferromagnetic materials should be electrically uncharged, which attracts each other. One of the example of this, the uncharged materials or uncharged particles, example is magnetite, which is an oxide of iron, Fe3O4 and iron that attract each other very strongly due to the phenomena of ferromagnetism. Why they attract to each other very strongly? Due to the phenomena of ferromagnetism. They are known as natural ferromagnetism. Is magnetite and oxide of iron, Fe3O4 and iron have the ability to acquire such attractive powers because of ferromagnetism and known as natural ferromagnets. The study of magnetism were studied and conducted on these materials. Here is a figure, below is a figure which shows magnetic moment of uncharged particles in a different direction. Okay. Now, it contains dipoles which are permanent and oriented parallel to one another. When the temperature increases or decreases, the parallel atoms, so it's the both of the atoms or both of the, it contains dipoles which are permanent or oriented parallel to one another. Example of ferromagnets are, what are the examples I told you earlier? Iron, cobalt, nickel and some alloys or compounds containing one or more of these elements. It also occurs in gadolinium and a few other rare earth elements. Okay? It can be contrasted to other substances also. They can be magnetized easily. It has a limit called saturation. Everything has a limit. There is a limit up to which we can heat a ferromagnetic substance. That point of a highest peak or highest temperature is known as saturation point. Okay? When temperature increases, ferromagnetic converts to paramagnetic, but it can retain its property. This is the main advantage of ferromagnetic substance, that it can retain its property when cooled down to lower temperature. You are getting my point? They loses their ferromagnetic property when heated above, but when we cool the substance, they will gain their permanent or temporary magnetic moment. This is ferromagnetism. Importance of ferromagnetism. Materials, because of its permanent magnetic moment. One of the importance of ferromagnetic material is magnetic moment, which depends on temperature due to thermal agitation. As temperature increases, thermal agitation happens. Thermal agitation atoms would be disordered. It will neutralize each other, and hence due to temperature increase, large magnetic moment characteristic would not exist. Okay. Now there is a one French physicist Pierre-Ernest Weiss postulated a large-scale type of magnetic order for ferromagnetics called domain structure. According to this theory, a ferromagnetic solid consists of a large number of small regions. What this physicist told us, a ferromagnetic solid consists, solid, not liquid or anything else, solid consists of a large number of small regions or domains. Small regions or big domain, in each of which all of the atomic or ionic magnetic moments are aligned. If the resultant moments of these domains are randomly oriented, first of all they were parallel, but after the increase in temperature, if they are randomly oriented, The object as a whole will not display magnetism, but an externally applied magnetizing field will, depending on its strength, rotate one after another of the domain into alignment with the external field and cause aligned domains to grow at the expense of non-aligned ones. Okay. The force of repulsion. This is the experiment done by French physicist Pierre Weiss. I have shown here. And this is the same peak as earlier. Okay. The force of repulsion between two dipoles, ferromagnetism, magnetism. Ferrous contains permanent atomic magnetic dipoles, as I told you, that are spontaneously oriented parallel to one another even in the absence of an external field. So the force of repulsion between two dipoles in ferromagnetism align side by side. Changing temperature. What is the relation with temperature? Changing temperature makes it weaker. Changing temperature makes ferromagnetism weaker or ferromagnetic material weaker. Now, what is metallurgy? This is the metallurgy is a property of ferromagnetic materials. So many materials. Here we are talking about ferromagnetism. That's why property of ferromagnetic material, which also depends on temperature, the ductility of a material and ferromagnetism. What is the relation between metallurgy, ductility, and temperature? The ductility of a material in ferromagnetism decreases as the amount of cold working increases. That is, ductility is inversely proportional to temperature in ferromagnetic material. Now, in order for these changes to occur, the metal must be heated above its Curie temperature. Okay, this is the property of ferromagnetism, which changes due to change in temperature. Thank you so much.